Although international schools have a lot of time to play, that is, I used to love to go out and play, and then I actually thought that there was no problem with playing. It is necessary to pay attention to the management of this time, which is to study or study more. Nice. I'm Curtis, 18 years old, and I just graduated. I've loved football since childhood, and playing the piano is unforgettable. Share teachers or events that impressed you. Having been here a while, many teachers have influenced me, including a music teacher who introduced me to jazz when I was tired of daily classical piano practice. Then I fell in love with jazz and resumed playing the piano.
If you enjoy playing the piano, attend QSI for higher education opportunities.
It depends on where you apply. But in fact, our school is very good. That is, what you need basically can be tested on campus. For example, if you need an SAT score, you can also take the test on campus. Or all AP courses and IB courses can actually be tested on campus. And I personally only use AP scores. And then my SAT score is just used to, let's say I went to a school like the University of Washington. Because I'm Singaporean, I don't need to apply for the TOEFL. But he still requires me to have an English one, and I use the SAT to apply.
That seems likely for now. Which school are you considering for the future? Nanyang Polytechnic or a national university in Singapore? Are there specific advantages to applying to either of these local schools for your kind of application?
I only upgraded the tuition, which may be cheaper, while the other aspects remain the same. However, this might make the application process a bit more complicated. For instance, the Education Bureau of Singapore now requires a certain level of Chinese proficiency. Although I can speak Chinese, I struggle with writing by hand, and my proficiency isn't very high. They specifically seek returnee Singaporeans. The Education Bureau has
Have you compared this requirement to materials for younger students?
What about experiences or suggestions? Personally, I think that if you compare Chinese schools to local high schools, the pressure is still very small. Well, and then what I regret the most is because when I was a freshman in high school, I was in the first year of secondary, and that was actually my grade. Although I was doing well before, I started feeling lazy at the beginning of sophomore year. I have plenty of time, but I procrastinate on reviewing important things. Even though I take tests, my scores, like not getting a 5 on the AP test, show I need to work harder in this area.
The force is real, and when you apply, you will find out that it is actually quite a big problem. Yes, well, in your profile it says that you might go to the military first and then go to college.